Hi, so congrats on the film. I found it really funny and there's a lot of like moments of truth in the comedy of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I know that your character in the beginning kind of goes on a really terrible date. Can you guys relate to that? What is a date that you guys have been on that's just like been awful?
Oh, you know, every date that I've been on that's been bad has been my fault. Yeah, so I went on a date from an online dating thing, just like Kate's character in the movie. And they were pretty cool, but then I was so nervous. I just got like way too drunk, way too fast, and totally blew it.
Yeah. We've heard about this certain ones.
Yeah.
I can attest to that. I have not forayed into online dating, but I definitely have heard other people's horror stories, which I think was the basis of this. Mainly the like, you look nothing like your profile photo. Like people are still trying to catfish.
Yeah, I know. That's what I also haven't online dated, and mainly for that reason. That I'm like, I feel like, what do you do when you get there and instantaneously you're like, no, this is not going to
What
work
if I get
out.
there and then I realize he was just face swapping with Leonardo DiCaprio the whole time?
Yeah, that
Oh,
could
boy.
happen.
Technology is scary for the future.
Oh man.
And I know you were a writer on the film. So tell me about your involvement with it and you guys. How did you guys get on the project?
Oh, well, we're best friends.
In real life, yeah.
IRL.
Yeah.
So we've had a friendship form from YouTube. So we've worked together for several years doing live shows and YouTube stuff, and then we did a feature film together that I also wrote a few years ago. So from that, we knew we wanted to do another movie, and now it's just a matter of what kind of movie. And we all love the movies that came out when we were in high school, Can't Hardly Wait, things that are contained to one house and one night. So that was the springboard for it.
Wow, awesome. And each of your characters goes through a journey in their love lives and kind of goes through these twists and turns by the end. Is there anything that you guys relate to your characters in real life?
Yeah, I think I've been in the relationship that Evie, my character, has, where everything seems fine, but then when you actually reflect on it, it's not as fine as you could have. You know, fine isn't great, so you may as well figure out how to get great. And yeah, and she's also like just really excited by partying and celebrating her friend, which I think is something that I do in real life.
Yeah, definitely. My character's kind of in a rut. She doesn't really realize that she is unhappy until she's presented with this letter that she wrote herself when she was 16. I personally really like my life.
That's good.
I do, so I can't
So it was
really...
good acting.
Yeah, so
good acting.
basically...
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the Academy. But definitely we all have moments where we need to take a step back and look at our life and readjust and make sure we are living it as full as we like and not just full enough.
Yeah, absolutely. My character Charlie has a bit of a competitive streak in her. She likes to like get drunk and then like challenge people to a push-up contest, which when I first read Charlie, I was like, oh man, so cool. Thanks for giving me somebody that's like really stretching me as an actor, you know? And then Mary was like, no, dude, you're totally like that. And I was like,
But that said, Charlie still has the most functional relationship of all of them.
which is where the stretch comes in.
So what was
JK.
what was it like working with the director Andrew?
Oh,
Andy
he's so
is
great.
amazing. He came into the project and like had to just grab it and go because there's so many moving parts. It's not a contained little indie feature. There's just a million things moving at once, and including 70 extras a night that you have to choreograph because it's a party scene. So he just took it and ran with it, and he was an absolute madman during it, and thank goodness he was because it paid off.
he was
Yeah,
great.
he had a lot of 5-hour energies in him.
Oh my gosh, we should have gotten sponsored.
Yeah. We're hoping that he finally got sleep at some point after we wrapped, because that was tough for him.
Hopefully.
Later. Yeah.
And what was your favorite scene to film?
You know, I have to say there's a scene that was filmed late at night where we are TPing somebody's house, and I actually think that might have been my favorite scene. It was actually the last scene that we shot for the film. It was our wrap, and I just had so much fun that night. But we were also freezing cold, so maybe what I think was joy was just my body's response.
Just
Yeah.
There's a scene in a room, they cranked music and we're pretending to take shots and body shots and jumping around, and I'm punching a cake, and so that felt really like a good
Pretending to?
Yeah, pretending to.
Yeah.
No, we were.
But you
She really
really
punched
punched
that
that
cake.
cake.
I really did, and it was very stale.
Yeah.
And my hand hurt very bad, and my knuckle got bloody. So I do not recommend that bakery.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
oh
when
boy.
you see
Leave your
Dirty
art.
30, when you see Dirty 30, no, there's blood, sweat, and tears in that movie.
Oh,
Definitely sweat.
lots of sweat.
Yes. Well, thank you all. This is great, and
you.
congratulations again.
Thank you
so much.